Hello everyone, and happy holidays, Merry Christmas or Merry Boxing Day from Shop with Diane. I'm Diane, owner of a business called Take a Hike and Take Two Boutique. And oh my goodness, this is a kind of Christmas show, one that I started at the very first of the pandemic. Do you remember that Christmas when we were all tucked away in our own little bubbles? And people were feeling kind of down because of those family gatherings with friends and neighbors and so on wasn't happening. And I thought at that time, you know what? Let's get together. Let's get together. We built a lovely community of heart-centered, kind, appreciative, lovely people. We should not be sitting at home by ourselves. We can come together virtually and enjoy each other's company and share traditions and send greetings to one another. And it was such a lovely gathering that I continued to do it each Christmas. But this year, Christmas Eve, I was elsewhere and I was not able to join you all. So, with being so close to Christmas, Thursday, December 26th, 2024, I thought, let's do a Boxing Day special. And so here we are, everyone. This is a one-woman show. If you're just joining us for the very first time, that I do live, and it is being recorded. That allows opportunity for those who have missed the live show, or if you'd like to go back and watch it again, you can do that 24/7 on the Take a Hike and Take Two Boutique Facebook page or the Shop with Diane YouTube channel. So what we have happening during the live event are people are welcome to get into the comments section and say hello to one another, ask questions, share your humor, your traditions, your greetings with one another. I'll do my very best to keep track with what's happening in the comment section and respond accordingly. This is not going to be a shopping show. I'm not going to sell you anything other than share with you some of the things that have got me to today and respond to some of your questions and comments and so on. So I see who's kicked us off in the comment section is Beverly. Beverly's saying, good evening, everyone. Good evening to you, Beverly, too. It was so great to see you the other day. And I hope you had a very wonderful Christmas. Oh my goodness, my mom, Elsie. You know my mom, Elsie. Hi, Mom. She's joining us saying hello to everyone. And Terry as well. Hi, Terry. We have Patricia joining us, Tammy, oh my goodness, and Joanne, wishing you all the best, and Jill. That's what the show is going to be about, just all of us having an opportunity to offer each other the season's best and thoughts for the coming new year. I'm going to do my next live show will be January 2nd, not New Year's Eve. May have some other plans this year, but definitely January 2nd. You'll want to check that. It's at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, again on the Take a Hike and Take Two Boutique Facebook page or the Shop with Diane YouTube channel. You can check it, anyone. So how's everybody doing? I hope you had a chance in this preparation for Christmas to take in some of the wonderful music and sights and sounds. Here in Thunder Bay, where I'm located on the north shore of Lake Superior, it has been relatively mild. It's been icy out there. Oh my goodness. You might recognize people from this part of the country because we're walking like penguins on that ice. And we should. Otherwise, unfortunately, there will be some people who have found their way into emergency. And to those, we wish you a speedy recovery. As well as I've met some of you on the lead up to Christmas, you've run into yourself some health issues and you're trying to recover from those. We wish you all a very speedy and full recovery. It's a terrible time to be, any time is a terrible time to not be well, but especially around the holidays. So we have also Anne joining us. Hello, Anne. And as we go through some of these names, we know that there's others joining you, spouses and partners and so on. This is just a one-woman show, but your comments sometimes are those of just your family as well. So we've got pretty good numbers, I would say. There's a bit of a counter in in the top during the live show that we see how many people are watching the show, and that's really encouraging to all of us. So thank you. It is a busy time of year for many of you, but some of you have enjoyed solitude during the holidays, and hope you've enjoyed that as well. I encourage you, if you haven't already, to grab yourself something uh, to join along, a beverage, whether it's hot or cold, whether it's spiked or not, just to sit back and relax. A cranberry juice seems to be my favorite beverage of the season. Who am I kidding? I drink cranberry juice year round. So it's apparently very good for us. So that's it's my choice beverage for many occasions. And so, as I'm saying, oh, you want to get some music in the background. I think I have some hidden away. That should add to the spirit here. Let's see. Turn down the volume a little bit as background. And let's, here we go. Oh, that's what Christmas is. Gathering together with family or friends, or taking a moment out of our busy days just to sit back and relax and be reminded of Christmases past. And some of those times have been very uplifting and joyous. Some have been difficult. I know, especially for those who've lost loved ones through the year, or it's very difficult anytime, but at this time of year, memories flood back and people are reminded. So for all of you, let me first of all wish you the best of the holiday season. I'm so pleased to be part of your lovely community of people that come together most every Thursday evening. I have been, however, in the past year, not as frequent on a Thursday doing a live shopping show. I very much appreciate those who joined in and have made purchases. As a small business owner, I'm so grateful. But what I love most about this format and the purchases is when you come by to pick up those items, where we get to have a real conversation and a connection. And the world seems to be a crazy place. If you watched my New Year's show last year, I guess it was New Year's Eve, 2023. My choice of a word for the year that I want to live by was glow, which was give love and light out into the world. And I thought of that word a number of times this past year. I need to step it up. I need to be offering some of that kindness out there into the world and try to make it a better place. And I'm hopeful I made a small dent, and I know a number of you took on that challenge as well. And I've seen you and heard you, and we're glowing. We are glowing, and let's keep it up for the rest of the year. And I see, as I was mentioning, not only are those of you whose names come up on our comment section watching, but in the background you have people like Roger saying hello. Hello, Roger, to you. And thank you very much, both Anne and Roger, for stopping by before Christmas. Those ginger snap molasses cookies you dropped off were delicious, my favorite. So thank you so very much for that. I appreciate your kindness and your friendship as we celebrate the holiday seasons. So this is our December 26th Boxing Day special. We didn't get together Christmas Eve. Feels a little different on Boxing Day, I know, but that's okay. So I remember back Boxing Days as a child growing up, is when the stores were closed and people just sort of caught their breath in the lead up to Christmas. May have gone to visit a family member or a friend, or a neighbor would have popped by, and it was such a lovely time. Now people are back to work, the stores are open, extended families seem to be using Boxing Day as another opportunity to get together, family, and that is a busy time. So hopefully this evening you get a little bit of time to just catch your breath, put your feet up, and as I mentioned, we'll be back just doing something similar on January 2nd. It'll be another informal get together with some sharing some thoughts about goals and plans we might have for the coming year, 2025. So, how did you spend your Christmas, everyone? Was it with family and friends? Did you host people for dinner? Um, did you go and start some new traditions, perhaps? My family, which is mostly here in Thunder Bay, was able to gather at my brother Joe's and sister-in-law Sue's for a large family gathering. 25 of us they hosted, everyone from baby Charlotte, who was just born 2.5 months ago. What a sweetie she is. And little Jack, who is just a year old, and Nevin and Nico, my great nephews as well. But right up to my dad, who's 99 and going strong. So quite a large family gathering, which was truly special. And what did you do? Did you host? Put in the comment section. Let us all share sort of what we may have done or not done, or it was a quiet. Perhaps it was a quiet a candlelight dinner with just you and your partner, your friend, your spouse, or maybe you spent it by yourself and found a new way to connect with others. So, but we were blessed to be able to gather as a large extended family. And let's see what else. With that lead up to Christmas, you've been following along. You know that my year has been full. My year has been full. I was participating in a number of December more holiday markets. I head out for the mistletoe market in Nipigon in November, and that was such a delight. Met so many people in Nipigon who loved that MSM lotion. There was a lineup for it, and Amanda on Christmas Day, who arrived at our family gathering with a sore neck, having slept the wrong way and suffered all day. So I think I need a little bit of MSM lotion, and Amanda gave it a try and quickly discovered it was a godsend. So, but the mistletoe market in Nipigon was great fun. I hope to get out there next year, maybe even possibly, what is it? They have the big fisherman's event happening. I think the Labor Day weekend in Labor Day weekend. Maybe I'll head out that way. So to all the viewers and folks on the North Shore of Lake Superior, whether it's Marianne, you out in Rossport, or Helen in Nipigon, or just everyone on the North Shore, Merry Christmas from all of your friends here at Take a Hike and Take Two Boutique, especially those watching the Shop with Diane show. So we have people watching. Let's have a two-way conversation. Put in a question, a comment. Love to hear from you. And here we have Beverly, who celebrated Christmas Eve with her son and his family. That's lovely, Beverly. And Beverly is from the East Coast, and she knows how to do up Christmas. And I have been witnessing her making very thoughtful purchases through the year, and assembling lovely gifts for folks. So I'm sure your son and family were delighted to have you arrive. And Anne is once again wishing everyone a Merry Christmas. Yeah, I was a little disappointed. I went Christmas Eve early morning to Home Depot to pick something up, and they were stripping out the Christmas decorations. There, where there was Christmas trees and so on, the day before, the week before, at Halloween, the Christmas display was out. There was Christmas Eve, stripped out. There were snow blowers, and when I was at the checkout, they were taking the very last of the holiday decorations out. Oh, what is that? I love to have the entire holiday season celebrated to the fullest. Maybe it's because I'm of Ukrainian heritage, and we really stretch it out past what we would call as Ukrainian Christmas to January 7th. But many of you know that with the conflict in Ukraine, of the Russian invasion in Ukraine, they're celebrating the 25th of December, and all of those in countries where there's conflict and so on, we really wish for peace in the coming year. We paid such a heavy price to try to preserve your freedoms, and we send our prayers and best wishes out to all of you. And as Anne said, they had our family dinner with the Rose family. Lovely, and I'm so glad you did, and Roger. So I was out at holiday markets, many of them at the Heritage Building at the CLE, and where else did I do one? Anyways, it was a lead up, but my last one was that last weekend in December. It was December 5th when I did my last Shop with Diane show. It was episode 201, and it was a marathon show because I knew I was running out of time. I need to show you as many things as possible. It went 2.5 hours. Oh my gosh. As my mom says, Dad, didn't know you could talk so much. Apparently I can. And that was great fun. And tried my best, knowing that would be the last formal shows, and I had some pickup times that followed that. But to pop back up and offer some additional pickup times, December 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. So that was kind of from the business point of view. Oh, and here we have popping on is Ellen. Ellen, all the best to you. Ellen is one of our customers who's run into some health difficulties just on this lead up to Christmas. Ellen, we hope that you make a full and speedy recovery. I know I've got to get back to you with some possible pickup times, and why don't I put that up right now? After this show, I am going to do some pickup times. Let me just put that up. Friday, Saturday, and Monday from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. coming up. And although I'm not doing any real selling at this show, you've seen past shows. There might be something that you want to pick up during the holidays, some MSM lotion, or Ellen, you mentioned a blue ball. I'm not sure which blue ball you're speaking of that you're interested as well, but maybe you can get back to me and let me know that. So sending all best wishes, and Ellen, hope you're feeling better real soon and make a full recovery. So why is it that I ended some of our Christmas events, markets, and Shop with Diane show a little early? Well, a number of you know that I'm blessed to have both my parents, and it's gotten a little hard for them for daily living out in their home in the country. And it's taken more and more of my time to give them a hand. And it was November 13th, finally, that there was a gap in schedules that was able to book a tour of Chartwell Isabella for my parents, just to explore. My mom, who's watching the show, Elsie, hi mom again. I think you've met, if you've been a long-time viewer of the show, you've seen my mother on as a guest. You've seen her comments along the way. I think it was last Christmas, my dad, I had a little video of him playing the harmonica, a Ukrainian Christmas carol. I think it was on the harmonica. And well, we went to see a Chartwell Isabella, and I kind of, it was shocking to me. It must have been divine intervention, because when we went in, the most amazing, conveniently located, beautiful, they call it apartment suite room, was available on the main floor with a walkout patio facing the west, the tree outdoors. For country folks, you need to be able to step outside. All of us need to step outside. There was this beautiful suite available, so convenient to the main entrance and the dining room and so on. And I've always recognized that my grandmother, my Ukrainian grandmother, Baba, and my mother have made wise real estate decisions along the way. They're not big real estate tycoons by any means, but when it was for important family sort of things, they were quick to see an opportunity and quick to make a good decision, and move on it. Well, there it was. My mom, December 13th. Oh my God, the perfect one is available. And my parents signed up. Well, there we were with a move-in date of December 19th. Wow, that was just a month away. And so after living out in Slate River for most of their adult life, but more recently into their country home the last 35 years, and them not feeling their best, well, we needed to organize and sort out and pack things up and get a move happening. So there it was. The last couple of weeks I've been missing in action, maybe from here at the store. We were able to organize and get the movers, the same movers. Smart Muscles is the name of the company. I highly recommend Smart Muscles, but they were the ones who moved things from my location here on McKellar Street, Intercity Shopping Center. You may have remembered that, maybe more than, well, it's almost 2 years ago. This was the most efficient move there and back. Well, they did the most efficient move from my parents' home into Isabella, and made the move. My brothers and I and sister-in-laws were able to just take all the things that arrived on the 19th and set it up beautifully. My parents arrived to see it on December 20th, and that's where they have been since there. And it is a beautiful facility, and you hope for people to make a big move. And I've heard from many of you who've downsized, sold your homes, who perhaps moved into a condo or a smaller home. As many of us are aging or sort of seeing that life changes along the way, the hope is that life gets easier, and with that ease and less stress comes improved health and really a new chapter of living that is an exciting, magical new chapter. Well, I think that's happening for my parents. I'm very excited about that. I'm seeing a renewed energy, and just all is good there. So let me just look into the comment sections. I'm just going to see, let's see, Beverly's going to drop by on Saturday. I look forward to seeing you, Beverly, on Saturday. Anne's going to drop in when I get more MSM bath salts, which she is often giving great testimonies to. MSM is a highly potent anti-inflammatory, great for arthritis, tendonitis, bursitis, carpal tunnel, or that sore neck, as my nephew's beautiful wife, Amanda, found out when she woke up with a sore neck on Christmas Day, how quickly it took care of that. Nice to see people saying hello to one another. Beverly is okay. So there you go, Mom Beverly. And I have to point out, let's see, it's like people like Beverly who have just been very encouraging, supportive of my parents, always wanting me to send them best wishes or a hug. And Beverly, thank you so much for getting some Finnish coffee bread, which has the cardamom in it. It's called pulla. We call it in our family cardamom bread. My mom wasn't able to make it this year, but if you ask my dad what were his favorite Christmas foods, it was sauerkraut penehe or pierogies he loves, and cardamom bread. So this year he was feeling just before Christmas a little bit down that he wouldn't be getting that. But thank you, Beverly. It was so wonderful having dropped off loaves of pulla cardamom bread. My dad is loving it, I just have to say. Let's see. What else do we have? Let's see. Blue squeeze ball. Ellen, if you're looking for blue squeeze ball. I think we're out of those altogether. I'm so sorry. But let's see. And Beverly, it was your pleasure. Well, it was. You're so kind, and congratulations to my parents on their big move. I get to see Terry and Al Cerruti a lot now, who have been regular customers of ours since our days back on Victoria Avenue, but more recently at the Shop with Diane show. And I am discovering over the years when you have a business, for 28 years. I'm not the only one who's aging, so have my customers, and you kind of wonder at times where it is that they go. Well, you know, a number are in retirement residences. I love this that they're in. It's independent living. You can come and go as you wish, but meals are included, so there's no more cooking and doing the dishes afterwards, and there's cleaning provided weekly, and so my life has changed to providing more care for my elderly parents rather than doing the domestic work that takes away from that care. So let's see. So thank you to you, Beverly, for helping make my dad's Christmas and our Christmas special that way. And many of you have admired over the years that we've done our very best here done our very best at the store to make it look magical. This year, you may have been wondering what happened when you came to do pickups, because I haven't been able to get those winter green arrangements outside my door that welcome people. It just seen the black crates. That was it. It was. I know you know some of the behind the scenes story to that, but it was earlier, maybe about a month ago, that my dad and I went for a drive in the country, where they live in the country, but the purpose of it was on a Sunday afternoon to go and out of the road on in the ditches to look for pine boughs and spruce and is it alderwood, the red twigs and so on. Anyways, we went looking, and I cut a bunch down with the anticipation of making these greenery baskets and so on. And it wasn't until December 23rd, just a few days ago, that after I had my pickup times, I thought, oh my God, I got to do one of these. So I was able to make a huge one. And I want to thank Debbie, who watches our show and who helps here at the store now. She's learned to be a bookkeeper, and she's pretty damn good at it in her retirement years. Got me all organized in that regard. Thank you, Debbie, for helping make the delivery of this big, huge arrangement to just put outside the window of my parents' new home. Out on the patio. It is absolutely gorgeous, and I appreciate your help in terms of delivering it to them as well. So it's Boxing Day. My new routine is I'm just trying to pop by and help my folks out as much in their new setting until we figure out a bit of a routine. And I just am delighted to see them looking better, feeling better, and settling in. So that's just fantastic. You can tell maybe in my comments that I really think this retirement living situation is ideal for so many people with great staff around 24/7. So if anybody was in need of some assistance, somebody's there, and it puts the minds at ease of not just the people living there, but also their families, to know that at any time of day and night, if some help was needed, that it was available there. Great nutritious food. I've indulged into the season, but I'll have to cut back. And I've shared with you, some of you And I've spoken to one of the staff members there as well. And my mom and I are going to uh, attempt to host a bit of a gathering for all of you uh, sometime in the new year, probably maybe February sometime. And so you can meet my mom in person and get together, but also just take a look at what of one of our local uh, private senior residences look like. And I'd like to offer, you know, taking care of folks. Many of you know this already, and I have gained a great deal of empathy for the challenges that one might have in trying to provide care in the community so that people can uh, retire in their own homes. But it's kind of very disjointed and very hard to navigate the process. And there are a number of facilities around. I'm going to tell you all now. Just let's cut to the chase. If you are interested in getting into some of the senior places in town, whether for yourself or for family, neighbors, friends, that there is a 5 to 7 year waiting list on a number of these facilities. And if you do not have 5 to 7 years to wait, you have 5 options only. And those are the private options. You're going to have to pay people. So your 5 options, there are 3 private Chartwells in town. There's one on Isabella. So hello to everyone at Isabella. There is one at Arundel Street and one at Hilldale. There's also another private one called Walford. And the 5th one is McKellar Place. Those are your options. So that's what you have. That's why I think it's important that we host something. So we said we're all in this together, right? And so we host something new so you can take a peek at one of these, what they do look like. And let me see. What comments do we? I would really love that. Disney. Did I miss something here? I would really love that. Disney. Okay. Oh, I see. Little correction. Diane, I have Disney on my brain. Sorry. So what did you meant to say, Beverly? Let's see. What other comments do we have? Happy Boxing Days and blessings for 2025. Oh my God. I'm thinking that's B. Fraser. Is that a Barb Fraser? And it looks maybe a comment coming from YouTube. If I guessed right, Barb. And I did see a yes, all the blessings for 2025 to you as well. And oh my goodness, Terry's suggesting that a good time for us to all gather would be around Valentine's Day. That would be lovely. Great suggestion, Terry. And what else do we have coming in here? Merry Christmas. Oh, Brenda. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Congrats on your mom and dad's move to their new home. Mom and Dad, people are just loving this and love the both of you and love to see good things happen. Oh, I see a little correction there. So rather than Disney, my name is being, let me go back to that comment. Oh, okay. I would really love that, Diane, meaning really love to have a gathering in Chartwell, Isabella with my mom, and that'd be terrific. Oh, Brett, this is Brett Fraser in the US. Oh, my goodness. Well, happy holidays to you, Brett. I'm so excited that you're joining us. Thank you so, so much. And I haven't seen your name come up before, but this is Shop with Diane program that has happened, oh my goodness, over 200 episodes since the beginning of the pandemic. I run a store here on the North Shore of Lake Superior, which is Lake Superior. You probably know this is the world's largest freshwater lake. Well, we're on the North Shore, just north of the Minnesota border. And it's something that has allowed me, a longtime retailer, to become that passionate long time, the retailer that I used to be years ago, being able to show customers products and um, answer questions about them, allowing them an opportunity to make purchases. You're from out of town. I do ship them out of town too, but many people come by to pick those up. So glad you are able to join us. Thank you. It's exciting for all of us. What else do we have as comments? We love you, Beverly. We do. See, you are. This is what happens on this show. We built this lovely community. People feel that they're connected, and it happens by sharing comments and following along. Whether it's during the live show, where I get a chance to actually respond to comments as best as I'm able. But if you're watching the repeat of the show, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to you, and wishing you all the best as we approach the new year 2025. My dad is pointing out that he was born in 1925, so when we hit 2025, like that's 100 years. Wow. He actually is the oldest gentleman at Isabella Chartwell, Isabella at this present time. So good on you, Dad. And oh, look at this stuff. I love it. Back and forth. It's so wonderful. And oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is going to be a really great feature for that gathering. Oh my goodness, Mom, look at that. Beverly, first she brings and drops off Pula, the Finnish coffee bread for Dad for Christmas, but she's going to bring for all of us, she's going to bring Cape Breton tarts to our meet. Oh my gosh, that's, maybe it is, maybe we'll figure out how we're going to do this. This may be a smorgasbord of treats. I like the sounds of that. That'll be wonderful. So now, when am I going to get back to doing full shopping shows again? As I look at the calendar, and I'm going to have to admit that I've been pretty busy and I'm a little bit tired, and I've neglected some of the things here in my business and in my personal life. And hopefully I can get around to some of those. But I'm going to attempt our next full shopping show on Thursday, January the 16th. So stay tuned for that. As you know, I'm full of surprises and sale prices and so on. And now that I know that my parents will be well, I've booked a flight to Toronto at the latter part of January, and we'll be attending once again the Canadian Gift Association's trade show for retailers to attend, where I can find some new products and just stay connected with the industry and meet up with some of my colleagues and friends. And if you're watching Trish, who is the founder of Chronic Pain Relief, she has formulated the MSM lotion. I'll be hoping to connect with you, as well as a number of other suppliers there as well, where we built really lovely, important friendships. And so that is part of my plans for next month as well. So how's everybody doing? Are you a little exhausted from the holidays? It's amazing. There's such anticipation for Christmas. Christmas Day happens, boom, and then it's like, what was that? So let's drag it out a little bit. Don't put those decorations away too quickly. If you love the Christmas carols, play them long. I'm kind of maybe unusual in this regard, having worked in retail. You ask a number of people who work in retail, do you get sick of the Christmas carols already? Well, if it was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, or Who Hit Grandma, what was the song? I don't know. You play those. I don't like those, but just wonderful Christmas music. Oh my gosh, I love it. Historically, we would play it from just right after Remembrance Day, right up to Ukrainian Christmas, and I was sad to turn it off. You probably, but I just love it. And I loved Nana Muscuri's album. And when she would sing Ave Maria, it didn't matter. We would play that when my store was still on Victoria Avenue. And then I moved, remember, to Bay Street, and then more recently here to McKellar Street. But when that song would come up, and oh my God, the busy days of retail, I remember we had 200 people with full baskets, shopping baskets, checking through our till on a busy Saturday on the lead up to Christmas. Those were the days. But when Ave Maria came on, there was stillness in the store. People just sort of stopped their conversations and just absorbed this beautiful music. And that's the kind of music that I totally, totally love. And let me just see and check into the comments. Besides Cape Breton tarts, where do we go? Terry says, I love those gift show videos you do. Thank you, Terry. She's making reference to when I go live from the Toronto gift show and sort of walk and around and sort of show you what I see. It hardly captures the size of these shows and the sound, but it does give you a bit of a glimpse. So I'll be sure to do more of those. And now here's if you haven't met Bev, you're going to have to meet Bev. She is she's from the East Coast, and she's been here for a while, but she comes with that Cape Breton accent and the big personality and loving heart. And so, and I can just imagine Bev where she has her windows are rattling when she plays Boney Christmas. That's funny. And next year you must come to our Christmas entertainment at Chartwell, Isabella. Is that open possibly to everyone? Terry, it's been suggested already that I do a show from there at some time. We're going to have fun. And I've always thought this show, soon after I started doing it in May 2020, and it was able to reach people that are in their own homes and isolated. And I thought to myself, a lot of seniors are out there, and what a great way to connect them with community and stay in touch and so on. And thought a show like this would just be a nice activity addition to people in retirement facilities, retirement homes, senior complexes. I think I might get it in to one of them. It'd be so lovely to have more people involved that way. You don't have to shop to watch the show. It's just a nice gathering of people, and that I love. Listen, I don't want the show to go on much longer. It was just to pop by and let you know that during the holiday season, it has been extremely busy in my life, in my family's life, and it was a little hard to come on Christmas Eve. But we had that as a bit of a tradition on Shop with Diane to try to get people together. And as somebody said, Dan, it sort of feels like a Christmas party. Other years we had quizzes and giveaways and a lot more activity during the show rather than just my own ramblings. But I wasn't able to get that done this year. But I really do appreciate all of you for taking the time of coming together and helping me celebrate with you this very, very special, magical time of year. So I wish you all a wonderful evening. Do indulge in some of your holiday traditions. There's food and beverage and music and sights and sounds. If you would like something that you forgot to purchase before and would like to come by and do that, give me a shout. I'm just going to put up the screen. I will be available Friday, Saturday, and Monday coming up from 1 to 3 p.m. And if those times don't work for you, please note that the number is 807-628-4334 for you to contact me. And I'll do my best to arrange a time to get together. And oh, thank you. Thank you very much. And I love, you guys are awesome. You just really are. You're my biggest fans and supporters and friends. And I do, oh my gosh, don't make me cry, gals, please. I'm a little vulnerable these days. And this isn't spiked. I should just take a drink. Long guzzle. We have Linda joining in. Happy New Year, everyone, she says, and good night and see you soon. Terry, I'll probably see you tomorrow. And that'll be fantastic. You guys, that's fantastic. Listen, stay well, get better. For those of you that are on the road to, those who are on the road to recovery, it is a difficult time of year. Let's not forget about those who need an extra hug or a little extra cheer, or just maybe a shoulder to cry on. Don't forget those. It's very easy to spread the joy. Many of you I know are those kinds of people. So let's go do our best work out there, folks. Good night, and I hope you'll join us in this lovely community again. Just as we start the new year, January 2nd is a Thursday. Do my best to be there, and with a bit of a review of the past year and some goals and plans for the coming year. And I hope to see you then. So until then, good night, everybody. And I will just put some of the comments up as we go along.